Let me ask you something powerful today. What if one tiny change in your morning routine could reshape your health, your energy, your confidence, and even the way you look in the mirror? What if something as simple as the way you drink your daily cup of coffee could start melting stubborn belly fat and reversing insulin resistance in just 1 week? I know that sounds dramatic, maybe even impossible, but stay with me because I'm going to show you exactly how it happened, why it works, and how you can experience the same transformation starting tomorrow morning. For years, many of us have treated coffee like a harmless habit, something we sip to survive the day, to wake up, to stay focused. But what if your coffee is either helping your body burn fat or silently driving your blood sugar up, storing fat, and wrecking your hormones before you even eat your first bite of food? Most people don't realize this. They blame their metabolism, their age, their genetics. But the truth is far simpler. Your body responds directly to the signals you give it, especially first thing in the morning. And the first signal most people send their body is a sugary, creamy, calorie-loaded cup of coffee that flips the fat storage switch before they've even started their day. It creates a blood sugar spike. It triggers insulin. And when insulin rises, your body stops burning fat completely. That's the moment many people lose the battle for the rest of the day without even knowing it. Here's the exciting part. When you flip that routine, when you drink coffee the right way, something incredible happens. Your body finally shifts into fat burning mode. Your insulin levels drop. Your metabolism unlocks. Your energy lifts without crashing. Your cravings calm down. Your belly stops bloating. You start waking up with more clarity, better focus, and a sense of control you may not have felt in years. And no, you don't need exotic supplements, detoxes, powders, or expensive gadgets. This isn't about starving yourself or punishing your body. This is about giving your metabolism the right message at the right time. I'm sharing this with you because after I drank my coffee this new way for just 7 days, I felt a change I couldn't ignore. My energy was steadier. My hunger was quieter. My midsection felt lighter and flatter. And that's when I knew I had to tell you exactly what I discovered, because if it helped me, it can help you too. So today, I want to speak directly to you, not as a doctor talking to a patient, but as someone who genuinely wants you to feel better, live better, and regain the health that's already inside you, waiting to be unlocked. Your body wants to heal. It wants to burn fat. It wants to thrive. Sometimes all it needs is a small push in the right direction. And that push can be as simple as the way you drink your first cup of coffee. This matters because insulin resistance is one of the most silent, dangerous, and widespread metabolic problems in the world today. It affects your belly fat, your energy, your appetite, your hormones, your mood, and your long-term health. Almost every major lifestyle disease, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, chronic inflammation, obesity, has insulin resistance at its core. And yet most people don't even know they have it. What's worse is that belly fat isn't just extra weight. It's a sign that your body is storing energy it can't use. It's a signal that your insulin is high, your cells are overwhelmed, and your metabolism has slowed down. The good news, insulin resistance is reversible, and you can start reversing it with small, powerful habits, beginning with your morning coffee. The way you start your day sets the tone for your hormones. When you load your coffee with sugar, syrups, artificial creamers, flavorings, or even healthy plant milks that are full of hidden carbs, you spike your blood glucose and your insulin. And once insulin rises, your body is stuck in fat storage mode for hours. But when you switch to a coffee that keeps insulin low, clean, simple, natural, you immediately shift your metabolism into fat burning mode. You train your body to use stored energy, not just incoming calories. You improve insulin sensitivity. You calm inflammation. You reduce cravings. You stop the roller coaster of hunger spikes that keep you reaching for snacks all day long. And remember this, your body is always talking. Belly fat, low energy, brain fog, cravings, they are signals. They're not your fault. They're not a lack of discipline. They're simply your biology reacting to the inputs you give it. When you change the input, your biology changes too. That's why this matters, because you deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve to wake up with energy. You deserve to take control of your metabolism, not through extremes, but through simple, intelligent, consistent choices. And it can start with your coffee. Most people don't realize that the biggest obstacle between them and a healthier body isn't a lack of discipline, motivation, or time. It's the hidden metabolic traps built into their daily routines. And one of the most powerful traps is the first thing they put into their body every morning. When people wake up, their hormones are in a sensitive state. Cortisol is naturally higher to help the body rise. Alertness kicks in, and insulin levels should ideally remain low so the body can begin the day using stored energy. But the moment someone pours sugar, flavored creamers, or processed milk alternatives into their coffee, they hijack this natural rhythm. They create a glucose spike that the body wasn't prepared for, pushing insulin higher and shutting down fat burning before the day even starts. This single moment, repeated day after day, is one of the quiet causes of stubborn belly fat and insulin resistance. It's not about the calories, it's about the hormonal response. Insulin's job is to pull sugar out of the bloodstream, but it's also the hormone that tells your body store energy, hold on to fat, do not burn what you already have. With insulin elevated, even slightly, your metabolism shifts into fat storage mode for several hours. This means that even if you eat a light breakfast, even if you try to eat clean, even if you exercise, your body won't touch the fat around your belly because the hormonal environment simply won't allow it. This becomes a cycle. Morning sugar leads to mid-morning hunger. Mid-morning hunger leads to snacking. Snacking leads to more insulin stimulation. And more insulin leads to even deeper insulin resistance. Over time, your cells grow numb to insulin signals. Your body must release more of it just to keep your blood sugar under control. And every rise in insulin stores more fat, especially around the waistline. This is why so many people feel stuck. It's not because they're doing everything wrong. It's because they're unknowingly sending their metabolism mixed messages. This problem affects more than just weight. It affects how you feel throughout the day. When your blood sugar jumps from sugary coffee, your energy may rise briefly, but then it crashes. That crash creates brain fog, irritability, and the feeling that you need another caffeine hit or a snack to stay functional. You're not lazy. Your hormones are simply swinging wildly because of the first thing you drank that morning. Belly fat is the physical symptom, but the deeper issue is metabolic confusion. Your body can't enter a state of calm, steady energy because insulin keeps pulling it into storage mode. This also affects inflammation. High insulin levels trigger inflammatory pathways. Over time, this can lead to joint stiffness, digestive bloating, headaches, and slow recovery from exercise. A simple cup of coffee filled with sugar or processed creamers may not look harmful, but the chain reaction it sets off in your body can last for hours. Your entire day can be shaped by the hormonal response created in the first 10 minutes of your morning. But the part I want you to truly understand is this: you are not the problem. Your body isn't malfunctioning. It's responding exactly as it was designed to respond, to protect you, to store energy, and to keep you going. The issue is that modern coffee habits send it the wrong instructions. When you consistently consume sweetened coffees, your brain gets used to quick doses of sugar. Your appetite grows more reactive. Hunger comes sooner. Cravings get louder. It becomes harder to control portions because your hormones are working against you, not with you. Once you see this clearly, it becomes empowering because the solution is completely within your control. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. You don't need to starve yourself. You simply need to change the way you start your day. By removing sugar, syrups, artificial sweeteners, and processed creamers from your coffee, you immediately stop the early morning insulin surge. Your energy stabilizes, your cravings weaken, your metabolism gets the signal that it is free to burn fat again, and when your morning finally supports your biology instead of fighting it, the entire rest of your day shifts with it. You're no longer battling your hormones. You're aligned with them. That's where real change begins. Now that you understand the problem, you need a solution that is simple, natural, and easy enough to apply every single day. Real change doesn't come from overwhelm. It comes from clarity and consistency. And the beautiful thing about improving your metabolism is that small, targeted shifts can create big, powerful results. Changing the way you drink your coffee is one of those shifts. It's not about taking away the joy of your morning routine. It's about aligning that routine with how your body actually works so you can burn fat more efficiently, stabilize your hormones, and feel better throughout the day. The first step is keeping your coffee clean. That means drinking it in its natural form without ingredients that spike insulin. If black coffee feels too strong, you can soften it with heavy cream, pure full-fat milk, or even butter or coconut oil if you enjoy a richer flavor. These fats do not raise blood sugar and do not trigger insulin the way sugar and processed creamers do. They allow your body to stay in a fat-burning mode, especially during the morning hours when your metabolism is most sensitive. This one change alone can calm your hunger and give you a more stable energy level that lasts hours longer than what you're used to. The second step is pairing your coffee habit with a gentle fasting window. You don't need extreme fasting. Just allowing 10 to 12 hours between your last meal at night and your coffee the next morning can dramatically improve insulin sensitivity. During that window, your body turns inward to use stored energy. When you break that cycle with sugary coffee, you shut that process down. But when you drink clean coffee instead, you extend your fat-burning window naturally and comfortably. Many people are surprised at how easy it becomes to delay breakfast when their insulin is steady and their cravings fade. You're not starving yourself. It simply becomes easier to listen to your body instead of reacting to hormone crashes. Third, you want to eliminate the habit of early grazing. Snacking is usually a sign of unstable insulin. When your insulin is steady, your hunger becomes calmer and more predictable. Instead of constantly thinking about food, you feel steady and in control. If you do feel hungry early in the day, try drinking water with electrolytes, a pinch of salt, or a warm cup of herbal tea. These signals help your brain understand that you're okay, that you were hydrated, and that you don't need a glucose spike to function. Most hunger fades within minutes when insulin is low. It's not willpower, it's biology working in your favor. The fourth step is reinforcing this progress. Eat whole, nutrient-dense meals later in the day. When you eventually break your fast, choose foods that stabilize blood sugar rather than spike it. Foods rich in protein, healthy fats, minerals, and water. Eggs, beef, fish, Greek yogurt, avocados, cheese, vegetables, and simple whole food meals give your body what it needs without overwhelming your insulin. When you fuel yourself properly, you don't need constant snacks. Your energy lasts longer. Your metabolism gets clearer. You begin burning fat naturally because you're no longer triggering insulin unnecessarily. Finally, and most importantly, stay consistent. You don't need perfection. You simply need repetition. Your body learns from patterns. Every morning that you choose clean coffee is another message to your metabolism that you are in control. Every day you avoid sugary additives is another step toward healing insulin resistance. Every hour your insulin stays low is another opportunity for your body to dip into stored fat and use it for energy. These changes stack up, they compound, and before long, you don't just feel better, you look in the mirror and see the difference. The real victory here isn't just fat loss, it's the feeling of empowerment that comes from knowing your health is not a mystery. You don't need gimmicks, you don't need harsh diets, you don't need to fight your body, you simply need to understand it. When you start your day with a clean, insulin-friendly cup of coffee, you give your body the environment it needs to burn fat, balance hormones, clear inflammation, and restore energy. You're not forcing change, you're allowing it. Your metabolism is waiting for you to lead. Start with one simple shift, clean, insulin-friendly coffee, and let it build your momentum. You have the power to change your health, your energy, and your confidence. Take the first step tomorrow morning. Your future self will thank you.